What can you do when you're trapped in a toxic situation because the other person is threatening self-harm? What if they say they can't live without you? They need you, and you're the only thing that can help with their crippling depression. This type of behavior can be used as manipulation. It's designed to make you feel like you need to stay, like you're responsible for what happens if you don't. My name is Lauren Knighty, and I'm a psychiatric evaluator. I'm not a doctor, and if you're coming on my YouTube for medical advice, then I think you should pick up your phone and cancel your internet plan right now. I've been following the Clayton Echard Laura Owens paternity case for a while, which has brought up a number of conversations about mental health, but still zero real babies. If you're unfamiliar with the case and want some background, a former lead of The Bachelor, Clayton Echard, was accused of being the father of Laura Owens' unborn twins. Owens made the mistake of bringing this to the media in the courtroom, as it appears a large web of lies has now unraveled to reveal an alleged scam going back several years and involving multiple men. You can find more coverage, summaries, background at the links in the description, or you can search Dave Neal, Megan Fox, or That Umbrella Guy on YouTube. What does this have to do with weaponizing mental health? I'm going to give you a brief, but definitely incomplete list of things that I can think of off the top of my head. Based on messages from a previous case that's come to light, Laura Owens appears to have repeatedly used her depression, suicidal thoughts, and allegedly even fake cancer to continuously suck her victim back into a relationship he did not want to be in. Owens has gone so far as to email some podcaster. Laura Owens has gone so far as to email Dave Neal and say the blood would be on his hands if she hurt herself because he talks about her case. I believe I remember she also emailed mental health organizations that Clayton Echard was supposed to be involved with, essentially blaming Clayton for her reported mental health issues and implying that they shouldn't want to be associated with him because of her issues. Stuff like this makes it harder for people who actually have suicidal thoughts to come forward or feel like they'll be taken seriously or get real help. They might be afraid that they would come forward and try to get help, and then the people in their lives would think, oh, they're just being manipulative. They're just doing what that lady was doing. On the other hand, in this situation, there's always someone on the receiving end of these threats. If you're in a situation where somebody's threatening self-harm because you want to leave them, if they say they can't live without you, they don't want to live anymore, they start making vague statements about wanting to die, the best thing you can probably do for yourself moving forward is offer to take them to the hospital. If they say no, call 911. They might get mad, they might hate you for it, but it's the right thing to do for you and for them. If they're saying they need you, they need your help, and then they vehemently deny the help that you've offered to take them to the hospital, it's okay to take that as a red flag. But my opinion is that you should also proceed as if it were a serious situation where you know that that person was about to harm themselves. Call 911 and get them the help that they say they need, whether or not they want it. Let a professional determine whether or not they really need help or if they were just trying to manipulate a situation to get what they wanted. They can determine if that person needs to be held in the hospital or if they can be managed at a lower level of care. Oftentimes people who make these threats and then get to the hospital and admit that they didn't really mean what they said, they need therapy, but they don't need to be held against their will to get that therapy. That's their choice. This is also teaching that person that they can't just get what they want from people by using that kind of emotional manipulation. People who are subject to that kind of emotional manipulation or abuse, they often have some doubt that creeps back in, or they wonder if they did the right thing, and this can serve to kind of give you an anchor later on to reassure yourself that you did what you needed to do and all that you needed to do. Now, I'm not saying all people who threaten harm are like the demon guardians to the gates of hell. I've applied there. It's actually pretty exclusive. I also believe there are lessons to be learned and people can change, but that doesn't mean you have to be in a relationship with them. It doesn't mean you have to stay. People dress up things in all kinds of words to elicit certain emotions in all kinds of situations. Don't let that distract you from the fact that you can walk out the door. If somebody is call 911. Call 911. Listen to me. Why do I sound like I'm lecturing a class of middle schoolers right now?